You're tuned in to Latin Mondays with DJ WonderRican on Triple Threat FM Radio. Está sintonizado con Latin Mondays con DJ WonderRican en Triple Threat FM Radio.
En la sangre morinqueña corre la bomba y la plena y la salsa que está llena de esencia puertorriqueña. En época navideña cantamos sin vanidad, con cariño y hermandad, siempre llenos de alegría. Así cuando yo escribía salsa con trova en Navidad. Salsa con trova en la Navidad, ya mi barrio va a cantar. Salsa con trova en la Navidad, con toque de cultura tú escucharás. Salsa con trova en la Navidad, Lenola y bien salsero. Salsa con trova en la Navidad, bien toca, así lo prefiero. Salsa con trova en la Navidad, es tiempo de celebrar. Salsa con trova en la Navidad, la temporada más bella aquí en mi hogar. Con mucho respeto a los pioneros, Héctor Lavoe, Willy Colón, Cheo Feliciano, Yo Motoro. No importa dónde vivamos, resaltamos la cultura en gran forma limpia y pura, para que sepan que llegamos. Por eso al cielo miramos con gracia y verticalidad, pidiendo salud y hermandad, y celebremos en unión, dando a nuestra tradición salsa con trova en Navidad. Salsa con trova en la Navidad, ven y baila sabrosito. Salsa con trova en la Navidad, del cuatro, tu amigo el Carlito. Salsa con trova en la Navidad, bueno, lo mismo señores, yo traigo salsa con trova en la Navidad, la que se escuche en mi pueblo. Salsa con trova en la Puerto Rico es plena, Puerto Rico es salsa con trova en la Navidad. Salsa, Puerto Rico es trova, la Navidad. Y en la trompeta, la Navidad, Julito Alvarado, la Navidad. Échale, compa, el prodigio. Damas y caballeros, como todo puertorriqueño orgulloso de nuestras raíces, nos llena de orgullo traer alegría a sus hogares con salsa y con trova. Somos un pueblo unido, un pueblo resiliente, fuerte. Deseamos esta Navidad sea una llena de muchas bendiciones y unión familiar. Son los mejores deseos de Prodigio Claudio y Edwin el Caldito Rex. Salsa!
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Latin Mondays here on Triple Threat FM Radio. Today, this month, I declared Comedy Month here on Triple Threat FM Radio. I got 4 comedians this month, and at 4:30, I'm gonna have funny, get funny. You know what I'm saying? Get funny, lady. Aniria Turney, you don't want to miss it. So make sure you tune in. We're gonna be live on YouTube. So come and check us out. We might get into some funny topics and stuff. You never know. I'll just come up with some stuff, but I gotta keep it clean because we're on the radio. But I'm gonna be playing some regular Latin music, and since it is November, and you know how us Latinos like playing Christmas music early, we started it off with Salsa con Trova en Navidad by Edwin El Calvito Reyes. Let's keep it rocking. Here's Burrito Sabanero.
Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. El lucerito mañanero ilumina mi sendero. El lucerito mañanero ilumina mi sendero. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Con mi cuatrico voy cantando, mi burrito va trotando. Con mi cuatrico voy cantando, mi burrito va trotando. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Tuki, 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 ta. Apúrate mi burrito que ya vamos a llegar. Tuki, 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 ta. Apúrate mi burrito que ya vamos a llegar. Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. El lucerito mañanero ilumina mi sendero. El lucerito mañanero ilumina mi sendero. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Con mi cuatrico voy cantando, mi burrito va trotando. Con mi cuatrico voy cantando, mi burrito va trotando. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, voy camino de Belén. Tuki, 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 ta. Apúrate mi burrito que ya vamos a llegar. Tuki, 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 ta. Apúrate mi burrito que ya vamos a llegar.
Yeah, me burrito sabanero. Yes, you know it. Yes, DJ Robbie Love. Yes, I have to play Christmas music because Latinos represent. That's what we do. That's what we do because we're dope. We are dope. Just like the comedian that's coming up shortly, Aniria. She's dope. She's funny. She's dope and funny. You know what I'm saying? That's why, we are who we are. Latinos represent. All right, this next track is from freestyle recording artist Giggles. She made this Christmas track. It is off the hook. I've been playing it every year since I've been on the station. So here is her version of Little Drummer Boy.
Once upon a time, our Savior was born, and a poor little boy who had nothing to give our newborn King except his music.
Come, they told me.
me for a bum. A newborn king to see for a bum. Our finest gifts we bring for a bum. To lay before the king for a bum. Me and my drum. Come, they told me for a bum. A newborn king to see for a bum. Our finest gifts we bring for a bum. To lay before the king for a bum. Me and my drum. Los pastorcillos quieren ver a su rey. Le traen regalos en su humilde zurrón. Rapapom, con su tambor. Me and my drum.
Oh yeah, freestyle recording artist Giggles with Little Drummer Boy. Yes, I'll be playing that all the next all the way until Christmas is over because I can do that, and I'm cool like that, and I'm cool like that. So, you guys, man, if you love comedy, don't forget 4:30 Aniria, Turney, Get Funny Lady is gonna be on the show. You don't want to miss it. And if you want to interact and ask a question in the chat, yo, just throw it, and then if she want to answer it, she answer. If she not, then yo, oh well. No, I'm just playing. But yo, just make sure you tune in. It's gonna be a funny and fun time. So let's keep it rocking. I got a brand new Christmas song by Miss Yaya, who I had on the show. It's called Santa Baby. It's the salsa version. You're hearing it here first. Triple Threat FM Radio.
Ooh la la. Santa baby, just slip a table under the tree for me.
portado muy bien, Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. That's right. Santa chulo, a 54 convertible to light blue. Te espero aquí, corazón, Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. En el año nuevo me portaré mejor if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. I've been an angel all year. Date prisa por la chimenea esta noche. Ajá. ¡Ay, papá! Estoy esperando. Me he portado bien todo el año. Tráeme mis regalos, ponlos debajo del árbol. En esta Navidad, dame todo lo que quiero. El abrigo, el yate, carro, que no se te olvide el anillo. Sí, esperando a Santa Claus, con ansias por mi gordito. Santa Claus, esperando a Santa Claus. Ay, esperando a Santa Claus. Aquí, esperando a Santa Claus. Me he portado muy bien, papito. Santa Claus, esperando a Santa Claus. Espero después de la moria. Así. Trim my Christmas tree with some decorations for at Tiffany's. Josie, Creo en ti. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa chulo, forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. Por teléfono no, date prisa por la chimenea esta noche. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Date prisa por la chimenea tonight.
Está sintonizado con Latin Mondays con DJ WonderRican en Triple Threat FM Radio.
I'm wishing on a star to follow where you are. I'm wishing on a dream to follow what it needs. I'm wishing on a star to follow where you are. On a dream, follow what it needs. And I wish on all the rainbows that I see, and I wish on all the people really dream. And I'm wishing on tomorrow rain, it'll come. And I'm wishing all the loving we never done. I never thought I'd see a time when you would be so far away from home, so far away from me. Just think of all
single moment that we spent. I just can't let you go for me. You were meant, and I didn't mean to hurt you. But I know that in the game of love you reap what you sow. I feel it's time we should make up, baby. I feel it's time for us to get back together and make the best of things go, baby, when we're together. Whether or never, I feel it's time we should make up, baby. I feel it's time for us to get back together and make the best of things, oh baby, when we're together. Whether or never. Y de este sueño no quiero despertar. Que algún día volverás. Solamente si llega la felicidad. Agarrar tu mano, irnos de paseo. Que algún día volverás. Y que ese cariño dure la eternidad. En el juego del amor esto suele pasar. Que algún día volverás. Mi vida, yo quiero que me puedas perdonar. Un cariño como el tuyo y el mío. Que algún día volverás. No se puede desperdiciar. Es mi. ¿Qué se haría después de lo sucedido conmigo? Te quisieras quedar. Un día volverás. Brindarte el sol y las estrellas, luna llena, y volver a comenzar. Que algún día volverás. Sigo esperando a mi estrella. Oh, y canto con felicidad.
Yeah, that was Billy Crespo with Wishing on a Star. Big shout out to Jess Perez over here sending me messages. Yo, son, you need to smile. You're live. You can smile. I ain't got time for that. Busy here playing music, entertaining you guys, and this is how we roll. And I got Aniria Turney coming up after this next song. So, guys, make sure you tell your friends to tune in because it's gonna be a dope interview because she's a funny lady. She's funny. She's dope, and she's talking with DJ WonderRican. So it's gonna be a cool cat. So this next song is by this artist, bachata artist, who I'm gonna be DJing his show this Friday night at the Bachata Room in Albany at 173 Spruce Street. Doors open at $10, $20 at the door. Come on down. Felix Andino will be performing his hits, his bachata hits, like this next one I'm about to play. So make sure if you guys want to come down, hang out with me in Albany this Friday night, come on down. Come on down, man. Have a good time and dance the night away. You'll get bachata lessons before the show. Social dancing actually starts. So we're going to keep it rocking. And coming up right after this, Aniria Returns is going to be on the show. And here it is. Felix Andino with She's Like the Wind, the bachata version.
She's like the wind through my trees. She like the night next to me. She leads me through moonlight, only to burn me with the sun. She's taking my heart, but she doesn't know what she's done. I feel her breath in my face, her body close to me. Can't look in her eyes, she's out of my league. Just a fool to believe that anything she needs, she's like the wind. I look in the mirror, and all I see is a young old man with only a dream. Am I just fooling myself that she'll stop the pain? Living without her, I'll go insane. I feel her breath in my face, her body close to me. Can't look in her eyes, she's out of my league. Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. She's like the wind. Eso. Tu bachatero. Félix Andino. Suena esa guitarra. Eric. DJ Jocelyn. I feel your breath in my face, your body close to me. Can't look in your eyes, you're out of my league. Just a fool to believe,
Just a fool to believe.
she's like the wind.
Just a fool to
Just a fool to
believe.
believe.
She's like the wind.
Just a fool to believe.
Fool to believe.
She's like the wind.
Just a fool to
Just a fool to
believe.
believe.
She's
Like the wind.
just a fool. She's like the wind. She's like the wind. Just a fool. She's like the wind.
She's out of my league. She's out of my league. She's like the wind.
That was Felix Andino with She's Like the Wind. Let me see. All right. Aniria, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Welcome back to the Latin Mondays. This your
Thank you
second-
for having me.
Oh,
I've been enjoying the music.
yeah, and I bet you probably knew all the words to all the ones that I was singing because they were just like Santa Baby was turned into a salsa version.
Listen, speaking
little-
of Santa Baby, I was listening to that version. It was great. And I noticed a difference. Like, you know, the original one, she's like really sweet and putting on that little girl voice when she's asking for stuff. But I noticed that in this one, when she was asking for the ring the first time, she was a little demanding, you know, Latina style.
That's right. She was representing. She probably had a blade out. You think?
Yeah, yeah. And then
Probably-
she was in a rush to leave. And I'm like, where's she going? Is she the I gotta go check on my gadulas type of girl? Or Julio's meet me down the corner, you know?
Oh, word. You know what? After she watches this interview, she's gonna be asking, how'd you guys know about this? How'd you guys know this information? you know. But yeah, she did a good job. She did.
She
She did a
did.
good job. Hey, I saw
She
you
really
dancing. I
did.
saw you dancing backstage. It was cool. It was
Yeah.
cool. And then the "She's Like the Wind." I knew you knew the words to that one.
Oh yeah.
You know.
You got to. That was nice.
Yeah. So I mean, it's good. So tell me, man. I'm sorry, man. I said, man. Sorry,
You didn't
girl.
tell me, man.
What's new with you? I know you had your big comedy show with a bunch of Latinas comics. How
Yes.
was that? Tell me about that.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. When I tell you that the Latina energy was boiling, that it was fun. It was like I got to work with like I think it was 35 or 39 Latinas for a week, for a period of 3 days.
Hold on, before you continue. Nobody fought. No fight.
No. Isn't that crazy?
I know.
Which is funny because true talk, real talk, usually comedians in general can be a little snarky with each other, but no, it was like there was so much sisterhood, and I got to hear stories from all age groups, right? Because I'm a Latina, middle age, mom, all that, but I got to see some up and coming young girls talking about stuff that I'm not, things I've never been through, because every generation has their own challenges. And they were so hilarious. And then because I'm a mother, I got to hear their perspective from having to tell their mom what they were up to. It was just an amazing show. The girl that puts it together, Janice Rodriguez, amazing marketer. And you know what? We sold out every venue.
Now that's awesome.
We sold out every venue. And you know what that tells me? That tells me that there's a need for these stories. And I just wish that more comedy clubs, would realize that. That's why, you see a lot of comedians kind of pursuing their own shows instead of, waiting for somebody to give them a chance. They're just making their opportunities.
No, that'd be great. I want you to be coming out to out here in Albany, because
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm getting in the front. I'm getting up front. So if you got to roast me, I'm good with that.
By the way, that shirt looks great on you.
I know, right? Yo, I know this
Thank
comedian.
you.
She hooked me up with it, and she's real funny. Now, why did you put "Get Funny" on the shirt?
Get Funny. It's a great story. So, when I was looking, like I mentioned before, to kind of create my own opportunities, because I got tired of begging clubs, and I just felt that I there were stories to tell, and I honestly wanted to hear from more comedians, not just Latinos, but I love culture. So I wanted to hear about more culturally diverse stories. And Que Funny came up because as Latinos, that's something we say all the time. It's bilingualism, right? It's not bilingual, it's Spanglish. It's also bilingualism.
No, it's true, because I've heard it mostly comes out of Spanish women.
Yeah,
Ay,
I get funny.
ay, pero mira qué funny. ¿Tú
Que
crees que
funny.
está funny?
And
Yeah.
that's the other beauty about it, that it's not just like, oh, how funny. We can twist it to make it an insult. You
Yep.
say something that we ain't happy with, we'll be like, I ain't get funny, right?
That was my grandmother.
Que chistoso.
Oh, yeah, she was bad. She goes, I get like if I because she would say, my grandmother would be the type, ay, pero mira, te está poniendo gordo. Yo, and I'm like, so she would say that as we were growing up, and then as adult, like before she passed away, she said that to me. She goes in Spanish, I go, you ever look in the mirror? Yo, I got smacked. Get funny. And then all my cousins like, yo, you crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm her favorite, because I get away with it. You guys are scared to do it.
That's one of the beauties about comedy too. Like, people look up, I feel like people look up to comedy in general, not just stand-up, just to kind of voice what's really going on and what the thoughts are really having. and getting away with it. I mean, but I don't know that I would call it getting away with it in our case. It's like bringing awareness to it, you know. But I do got to say, on a personal level, I sometimes do get away. I had a boss that would tell me, Aniria, you know, the thing with you is that you tell people the truth, but you joke about it. So it doesn't sting right away. But then when you think about it, about what you said, I'm like, it's a talent.
I do that all the time at work.
Yeah.
I'll say it funny, and then they look at me and say, "Yo, why you gotta say something like that?" I said, "Did you laugh?" I go, "Yeah, that's why I said it that way, so it'd be funny, but it won't be an insult. But I was being for real with it."
I think you should do stand up. I think you should try it.
No, I tried like looking in the mirror and doing it. I just don't know how to go about it. I watch you. I watch all these other artists. How do you come up with your material?
You know, it's interestingly enough, it really has to do about what your truth is. So a lot of times my material will come from just regular conversations I have with people and my reaction to them. Sometimes it's like a pet peeve that you have and you're like, oh my God, I got to bring this up because I can't be the only one, you know. And it just comes from your everyday life, you know. At least that's the best comedy, you know.
Do you now when you have like when you say you have these conversations with people and you that's how you get your material, you write it all down just so you can like have it and then you just start putting it together in a certain order?
Yes. Yes, believe it or not, at the beginning, that's a hard habit to get into, but that's how the best comedies are born. I have a joke that I'm going to tell you that the it was born out of a misunderstanding. I was doing a joke about a character that I talk about named San Juan Sandra, and my friend thought that I had said something to the effect that she calls herself that because in school she learned that your name always starts with a capital, and her capital was San Juan, you know, instead of capital letter. And that's not what I was trying to say. But I was like, I took the eraser, I erased whatever I had, and that became my joke. It was just a misunderstanding. It's funny.
No, yeah, when you come up with stuff like that, and now that I think about it, I think I'm gonna try to do that, and then I'll just do video. I'm gonna send it to you. Just you let me
Yeah.
know because there's always something funny happening around me, and the thing is, I'm quick to bust people's chops because they'll try to
Yeah.
they try to do it to me, and then I just come back with it because when I used to work for the state back in the day, and the group of guys that I worked with, they were the ball busters. Like if you couldn't hang with them ball busting, you couldn't work on that unit. I became the top dog and busting chops over there because they would try to say like make Puerto Rican jokes, and I would just come back with whether it's a black joke, a white joke, redneck. I was just like ripping. I was just like coming out. I said, "You guys said this before. Come up with something new." You know, and
Yeah.
this is me busting their chops.
It's survival sometimes. It's survival sometimes. I think too, it's funny because although that's something real, you know, like you sometimes get tired of people saying stuff about you or being kind of like bullies to you. So then you start thinking of comebacks. And then it just becomes funny in the end. And then, you know, like you mentioned your story about your grandma. Was it your grandma or your aunt?
No, my grandmother.
Your grandma. It's having that boldness to just like for survival mode, like, oh, I'm so tired of what you're saying. Like, boom.
No, but it just came out. It just came out. She said, and I
Yeah.
just came out and ripped it. And then I got pow. And then all my cousins like, yo, why you gotta say that? Yo, man, she's saying it for so long. Would have said it back to her? He goes, nah, I don't want to get hit. So you guys punks, man. It wasn't like I wasn't thinking about it, just came out. It just
Yeah.
came out and I said it. And she goes to my mom, oh yeah, pero like in English, because people, oh, you see what he said to me? And I'm like, yep, and walked away. And everybody was dying. They couldn't even believe. Even my aunts, they go, yo, why you disrespect us? I'm not disrespecting. She was busting my chops. I just gave it right back to her. I said, you want to get it too, you know? Because when I get together with my cousins, I pick on all of them
Yeah.
because they can't hang with me. I'm just like, I just let her rip. And then my cousin did tell me, well, you should try to be a comedian. I said no, because I've watched comedians and I don't know how they do it. But you telling me like write everything down? Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that and then see if I can if I can have the courage to actually do it.
Yeah, this is how I started is I would take notes. Oh, I didn't even know that's how you were supposed to do it, but something told me just start taking notes of funny things. But I didn't know like joke structure. And then I attended a workshop and I learned that but there are books that can teach you a little bit about joke structure. But yeah, that's all you have to do is start writing down your little incidents, what you said that made everybody laugh, or what happened. Sometimes a punchline is an actual punchline, and sometimes a punchline is just maybe a face you make or a motion you make that's funny, or an imitation.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, that makes sense because because you even got other non-Latino comedians who love to imitate Latinos,
Yeah.
and it's funny because I'm saying, man, this guy's he's on the money. They're on the money when he's
Yeah.
doing it, And then when I see Latinos like yourself doing it, that even makes it even more funny because we understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And that's why I appreciate it. Then when I saw that you were doing this big comedy with a bunch of Latinas, I said, me and Echo was talking. I said, yo, we gotta get these ladies on the show.
Oh, it's the best thing. It's the best thing that you guys could do because you're gonna learn so much about funny women that you didn't even know were out there, because people tend to know who's got a Netflix special, but I'm going to be honest with you, some of the best comedy I've ever seen has been in a club or in live shows. And so this is going to give you an opportunity to really meet some fantastic, funny ladies.
You know what? You're right, because I've been to my first comedy show. I sat in the front and I was eating dinner, and the one comedian that was on, he didn't make me laugh, and he was like getting mad. I said, "Make me laugh," and then but everybody else did. He was just the only one that didn't make me laugh, and people laughed when I said, "Yo, make me laugh," because I was eating my food. I was like, I told my brother, it was me and my brother, and went, "This dude is boring," So, but everybody liked him. It was just I don't know. It didn't make me laugh, but everybody else was funny. I guess maybe it was the way he was delivering everything. So I
Yeah.
guess that's what counts is how you deliver your comedy.
Yeah. And I think comedy is very subjective. There's people that are uber famous, in their comedy, but I don't relate to like, what they're talking about. I don't relate to young single men that are trying to get laid. You know what I mean? But then
No, yeah.
it's so subjective.
Now I remember my first comedy special I ever watched. I had to watch it on the sneak. So my one of my older cousins and had me and my aunt that she's around close to my age, and when we were kids, and we watched Eddie Murphy Delirious.
Oh,
And since it was so much curse words in it, I understood everything he talked about. And I was dying laughing through the entire thing. But then as a kid, when I watched other comedians, it wasn't that funny because I couldn't understand what they were talking about. But Eddie Murphy had me rolling as a kid. And we always kept that a secret that we never watched it, but we did. And
that's funny.
yeah, because we had to sneak it because back then, was it back in the 80s? Man, we couldn't get away with watching, especially how dirty he did
Oh
comedy,
yeah.
but it was funny. It was
It
funny.
was funny. And as I've gone through time doing comedy, I've been learning about so many comedians, like exactly what we're talking about, that I didn't know from like the 30s. Women that were doing dirty comedy, and you didn't hear about that. That's why you don't know about them unless you're like on this venture of comedy learning, and yeah, it's and there's people that don't. I personally, I use all kinds of language. um I know that there's comedians that are clean, and that's always an interesting dynamic when we have conversations. I have a friend, he's very clean, and he's always telling me, I wish I could do what you do. And I'm like, I wish I could do what you do. you know, but it's all about how you express yourself. Like you said, you understood it because that's how you express yourself, or maybe that's how the environment that we grew up in.
Right. Yeah, no, yeah, but Eddie Murphy, yeah, I was just like, and it was,
He's
and I
awesome.
remember, and I used to remember all the jokes back then by heart because then I started watching it. I actually bought the tape on the low because back in the day, remember in the record stores you was able to buy the VHS tapes, and then when my parents wasn't home, I popped the VCR tape and I watch it. And then I almost had it, I almost had some of it down, but I mean, it was just fun. And then
I
when we were able to have HBO back in the day, and I would watch it, and just I was able to understand what everybody was talking about because before they would use like big words in their jokes, and I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. But everybody else was dying, so laughing. So
I think you're definitely itching for this, so you need to
yeah,
start making your notes.
yeah, because I know besides you, I interviewed another comedian, Mark Vieira.
Oh, I love him.
And I got to actually see him in person. And the reason why I went to go see him because it started off with a meme. He had a meme. He was imitating a chick. And I kept watching. I said, oh, let me find this dude. And I was watching. Then when I saw he was in Albany, I went and I got to meet him, and which was great. And I got to interview him on the show.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
so you're next. You're next. I got to see you live. You know what I'm saying?
I
If you
can't wait.
if you come to Albany, let me know. I will be there, even if I got to call out work.
I
No,
definitely
wait a
will
minute, I
let
work
you
during the
know.
day. No, I'll be good to go. I'll be good to go. Well, no, definitely I will come out. Or better yet, I'll open up for you.
Oh my God, that would be epic.
Yeah,
You could
probably.
do song and you could do jokes and DJ.
Yeah, at the same time, I said, all right, coming up to the stage, it's me to I Get Funny.
I've seen comedians that have had DJs as their opening act.
Oh, yeah, like, what's it, Def Jam Comedy. They had
Oh
Kid
yeah,
Capri
that's
on that.
true.
Yo,
Yeah.
did they ever have one for Latinos?
Um, they had the Latin Kings of Comedy at one time.
Yeah, but no, like talking about, how Def
A
Comedy.
show like that was
Like every week, like Martin Lawrence, he would come out and host it, and
I don't know of any. No, I don't know of any.
that would
And
be
and
dope.
and I bet you somebody's tried but got shot down like everything.
No, but that was,
It's like in the entertainment. I'm an actor too, so when you
oh,
look at the numbers, there's so many of us in this country, but the percentage of representation is.
we got to bring them numbers up. We got to bring
Yeah,
them.
we do. We're
So,
working on it.
so you're doing acting. What I know you've told me before, you was on a TV show.
Yeah, I've been on a few.
Which one was your latest or the last one you've done?
Well, the last one I did hasn't even come out yet, but it's called Hightown and it's on the Stars Network. But the one that's out, what did I do last? Oh, David Makes Man was one.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up after.
It's on HBO. I've been on an episode of Chicago Med. And
Wait. What? Which one?
the medical one.
I don't know.
Chicago Med.
What season? What episode?
Oh, shit. I always forget the season.
All right.
But it was the what do you call when it's the last show?
Oh, the season finale.
The season finale. And I can tell you the name of the episode. The name of the episode is Love Hurts.
All right, I'm gonna have to. As soon as I get out, as soon as I'm done with the show, I'm gonna go check it out.
See if you can even find me because I don't look like myself in the show.
Did you talk? Did you have a talk?
I talked.
Okay.
I played a mom whose son got hit by a car.
Oh, okay. So
And then I had a husband on the show, and an interesting fact about him, he is also a comedian.
And you had to play serious parts.
And it was a serious part. Our son was about to die. Well, we thought that he was going to die. He makes it though.
So how does that work when you're used to doing comedy and then you get hired to be on a TV show to do a serious role? Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I think that's a very good question. Training. When I started acting I mean, I trained first. I was taking an acting class, and my acting instructor used to get really frustrated
Mm.
with me because I had a hard, as a comedian, you learn to take your pain and kind of make fun of it, push it down, make jokes about it. So I had a hard time learning how to maybe revisit um all things that have happened to me or pains I've gone through. And once you learn like a technique on how to do that and really be vulnerable with yourself, that's when the acting really kind of shines through. And so, for example, on Chicago Med, I played a mom whose son got hit by a car and he couldn't breathe. He was on a ventilator and all that. Um, and I had a personal thing happen to me with my son where he ended up going to the ER because he didn't have his inhaler. So that memory, revisiting that during the shoot, really helped me in how to act. And it's like you forget that you're even in a scene. You're just reliving that moment, and it kind of flows. But it takes time. It's just training. A lot of people, they just don't realize that actors, we train a lot. We train a lot at our own expense before, and we get so many no's to finally get one yes.
Yeah, I bet. No, but that's cool. And then Hightown, is that like a weed show?
It should be. You know what? Actually, it kind of is. It's the lead is Latina, so it's a good reason to watch it. Um it's a detective show about a small town in North Carolina that's like a small like fisher town, and they do have a lot of drug situations, and she's a detective. And I wish I'd have read the synopsis. Luis Guzman, he's been on one of the seasons.
Okay. That's a funny dude too.
Yeah, he's funny. If
But he
you
don't
could ever hook me up with talking to him, I would love to. I love him.
but he don't do stand up, does he?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Imagine if he did, because he's a funny dude.
He is. He's very funny. He's
Yeah.
very admirable because I feel like he's been a good representation of us Latinos, specifically Puerto Ricans. He's
Yeah.
good.
No, yeah. He's good. And then, doing serious parts, but then also when he does funny
Oh,
stuff, oh, the dude is funny. Just like he does it perfect.
yeah. And he seems like a very sweet soul. I know he does he's very big on community and does a lot of stuff to help, especially Boricuas.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Stick together and everything. Yeah. So, no, that would be good. Every summer they have a big Latin fest out in Albany. I'm gonna see if I can ask them if they want to bring comedians up.
Ooh,
Not
what kind
just-
of Latin fest? Is it like music?
Yeah, music is a music. Yeah, it's a big Latin fest, but it would be cool to have comedians come up.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Or if they ever need a host. I don't know what kind of host they usually want.
You know what? Every time I had it, it was always my weekend to work, so I always missed out. So maybe next year I'll be able to, unless I'm booked, because a lot of times either I'm booked or I'm working. Either way, I'm like,
you got to make it work this year
yeah. Well, next year, because the year's
or
almost
next year. Yeah,
So-
you're right. The year's almost over. Yeah, I think that would be great.
So what are your plans for the holidays? We got Thanksgiving, coming up, then Christmas, and of course, Christmas holidays already started right after Halloween was done.
Yeah, I know it's so fast. Being Puerto Rican, November 1st, we're in full gear, right?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not, but most of the Puerto Ricans.
yeah. So yeah, you got coquito and stuff. Do you make coquito?
Yeah, I made it. I make it or used to make it, but the last year or two, my husband's taken over, and I've been very impressed because he is of the Caucasian persuasion.
Oh, okay.
But
Now-
he makes pretty damn good coquito.
Do you sell it?
No,
Oh,
I never even thought about it.
oh yeah, because of course, the non-Latinos always ask, "Yo, you got coquito this year? You gonna sell it?" I go, "Make your own, bro."
I'm giving it. I've done like little bottles as
Yeah.
gifts, but that's a
No,
good
yeah.
idea.
I said, watch YouTube, bro. It's on there. Like,
Yeah, but they're not all the same recipes, you
yeah,
know.
no. And
But
then,
they are. I'm going to tell you that my recipe comes from a book that my Puerto Rican uncles gave me, or uncle, he gave me back when I was married to my first husband, and it's a very traditional Puerto Rican recipe book. Good stuff.
oh, cool. All right. So, um, what? Tell us what upcoming shows you got coming up.
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
That's
I
right.
actually I have my next show is actually not till February. Not
Okay.
that there might not be any in between, but I do have a show if you are in the Baton Rouge area. I
Okay.
will be there on February 17th. Let me see the name of this place. It's my first time there. I know it's like a I should have had this ready. Uh, you know what? They can contact me. It's in Baton Rouge. I know it's a sports bar and grill kind of situation with the stage. I think they usually have like musicians there. The
All right.
station, that's what it's called. The station in Baton Rouge.
Well, when you get all the information detailed down, send it to me so I can promote it before the show actually come on.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's so how where can new listeners, new fans, where can they now before you say all that, do you have like back in the day comedians used to have like albums of their comedy or DVDs and things like that. Do you have that?
You know, I have something I recorded and I never put it on a DVD. But now that you mention it, I think it's a 30-minute video. Maybe I can figure out how to do links and sell links. But in the meantime, you can go to my website, aniriaisfunny.com,
All right.
and that's also my Instagram.
Okay. Do you have that's the only
Oh,
social
and
media?
YouTube. I have some clips on YouTube.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah, because I was like looking. I go, this woman don't have enough. She needs more. I said, I need to know.
I'll have to send you my YouTube link, but it's Aniria Turney.
Yeah, no, I found it, but it was,
Oh,
you didn't have enough. Man, she got to put some more stuff on here. I want to laugh.
I know, I know. I have to get better at that.
Yeah, you should. And then I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look at them, and then I'm gonna see which ones I can turn into a meme.
Ooh,
That'd be
I
cool.
like that.
Be turning into a meme and stuff. And say, yo, what's this? Who's this lady? That's Aniria. You don't know about her? Get funny, bro. So where can people get your shirts?
You can go to aniriaisfunny.com, and I'm wearing one of my newer styles, which
Oh,
is
nice.
La Virgen Laughing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
And
different. Yeah.
yeah, and I actually November is Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and you asked me what I was doing for the holidays. I'm actually going to Costa Rica to visit my father who does have Alzheimer's, and because of my personal experience in the past, I've also done shows for the Alzheimer's Association for their caregivers. I do have something going on right now that people can just message me personally on Aniria's Funny at Aniria's Funny on Instagram. I have a bucket hat that's a fundraiser. It's a white hat with purple letters, and then in the back it's got a little brain for Alzheimer's. And this month I have free shipping. So if people want to reach out to me on my social media on Instagram, I can hook them up with free shipping.
Oh, there you go,
A
guys.
bucket hat, by the way. It's a white
Yeah.
bucket hat. One that I would love to get to Luis Guzman. So
Yeah, he probably rock it and like, yeah, here you go, son. Yep, yep, yep. That'd be good.
yeah.
Listen, but if you come to New York, especially Albany, please let me be the first to know so I can make sure I'm there and get the front row when I go.
I know you love that, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some people are scared of the front row.
No, not me. Because I want to see it all. If you want to pick on me, go for it. I don't care. I'm there. I'm there to laugh. If you want to laugh at me, go ahead. I don't care. I'm there to have a good time and enjoy it. Because I appreciate all comedians that can make me laugh. Because you burn calories while you're laughing at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. And it's good for your mental health sometimes too.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm not crazy yet. Yeah.
You cure it with laughter.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because people like say, "Yo, how come you never get mad?" I said, or why I don't take anything serious. I said, "What for?" I said, "Because you always want to joke around." I said, "Because
Yeah.
you don't want me mad, because then I'm gonna have to beat you up after. Then be like, then I'm gonna make fun of you and say, yo, remember that time I beat you up?"
And then you know what? And that'll last forever.
Oh yeah. Then you'll be like,
Let it go.
yep. And then like when I like 50 years from now, man, my grandkids are like, yeah, my grandfather beat this dude up because he wanted to be funny, but not today.
It'll be a legend. One of those stories. Is it true? Is it a myth?
Right. And you're like, yeah. Then my granddaughter, I pick on them all the time, joking with them. I get them laughing. And then my kids, I rip. One time we were having dinner. I had all my kids when they were little, and they see that I joke so much that they started. I had my 4 kids, and then I was raising two other boys, right? And they would like bust on each other across the table. And I'm dying laughing. And then when one said something corny, I said, "You out. You can't say nothing no more." And they would just go at it. They would just go at it. And then they would slip and curse. But I let it go because the thing, I'd be laughing. And they just keep doing it. And I was just
that's when the parenting becomes a little bit of a blur, blurred lines.
Yeah, no, but they're funny. And then when they throw me in the mix, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I said, no, you can't hang with the OG. Because I know so much about them that I just rip.
You just let loose.
Yep, and it was always something recent they did. It was just always something recent. That's why I was able to just like come up with it. And they couldn't come up anything with me.
That's so funny. Now that you told me that, I do want to say that I too had experience with my kids that you're like, should I yell at them? But it's so funny. But now my son is 24 and he just started to do stand-up, and he's funny. He is funny. He's just starting.
Does he have videos?
No, I don't know. He might. I'll have to look because I don't know what he does with his videos. I know he takes them. But if he has a YouTube with some videos, I'll send it to you.
All right, cool. Because then I'll have him on the show.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Cool. Yeah. So if you find him, send it to me.
I will.
Any shout out? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I don't know if we circle back to it, but on the Que Funny, I do produce a show. So if anybody out there is interested in hiring the show, basically it's 4 comedians of different cultural backgrounds. There's 3 of us that are always in the show. And so it's me, who's Puerto Rican Salvadorian, Tony God, who's Puerto Rican, and Pat Largo, who's American. And we always have like one guest comic. Last comic we had, he was Irish, and it was just so much fun. Go to my website, aniriaisfunny.com. You can see videos of the comedians and see if it's something you're interested in. And I'm here.
That's dope. Want to give a shout out before you go?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to all the girls that were on the Latina Comedy Festival. Of course, to my family for being so supportive, and just wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas.
Same to you. So next week I got Janice on the show.
Yes. Oh, I love her. I love her. She is a genius. You'll see.
All right, I'm gonna check all the videos out before we continue. So I can just rip the questions like I did with you today.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, it was such a pleasure being on your show again. I love it. I always have fun.
Yeah, and we gotta have another round of give you a round of applause. Well, like I said, if you got any shows coming up, let me know. I'll promote it on the show.
Thank
And
you.
we can go from there. And if you come down to Albany, let me know.
Will do.
Get my wife to be in the front row. And she's the one who rocked the shirt first before I even got to wear it. She wore it to school, so she showed.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Heck yes.
You know, so I got to give it back to her after the show.
You're a good dad.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. All right, thank you for being on the show again. Wish you the best of luck. Have a great holiday. And if I ask you to come back on again, then please come on.
All right, thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
And I'm gonna check Chicago Med. What was the name of the show? Which
Love Hurts.
Love Hurts. All right. Was it this past season or the season before?
No, it was in 2017, I think. But if you go to imdb.com and you type in my name, you'll see the scene because that's in my reels there.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that after the show. Well, thank you again for being on the show, and wish you the best of luck, guys. If you're not following Aniria, make sure you follow her. She is a funny comedian. Very dope. Very dope. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Have a good
Well,
night.
we'll keep going with some more Latin Mondays.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
En aquel cuartito viejo que contábamos historias que nos entretenían. Que te dije, tengo sueños, no sé qué tienes miedo. En aquel cuartito viejo